All right, guys. So, guys, this is going to be a follow-up to a video that me and my girlfriend made about a week and a half ago. That video was talking about some of the things I like about my Fringe Walrus and a few of the negatives about the Fringe Walrus. So, a couple of the issues that I ran into that I did not like were one being at a lighter weight, like the 10 pound, the 20 pound, the 30 pound, as you go up and down the guide rods, the weight plates would the guide rod would clang as it was hitting the weight plate as it would go up and down. So it was a little bit of a clanking sound at the lighter weights. So that was the one issue. It never happened when you went heavier on the stack because the weight plates would hold the guide rod together. But if you were going a little bit lighter, that guide rod would clang against the weights, as you'll see in the video. The other issue, guys, was that I was noticing as we would work out, the guide rod would shift. And so for example, when you went to use your selector pin and put it into, any part of the weight stack, sometimes if it would shift, it wouldn't go in, and you would have to manually fiddle with the guide rod and make like a manual adjustment with your hand and kind of pivot it to where it would go in. And that was really, really annoying, okay? It wouldn't happen every time, but it would happen enough to where, like I said, the pin would not go in. It would get stuck, or it wouldn't go in, and so you would manually have to come up here and fiddle with it, and then it would slide in. So guys, I finally reached out to Fringe, and I should have done it sooner. I just get really busy with work and things like that. And so I finally emailed Fringe. I gave them a detailed explanation of what was going on. They emailed me back immediately and told me what the problem was. And so what happened was, my girlfriend's gonna zoom in here. You can see at the top, very top plate, there's a little rubber stopper here that comes out. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this out. As you can see right there, it's a little rubber. Hang on, baby. I don't want her to get this. Okay, so you can see right here, guys, that's what it looks like. Okay, and it goes right in that top pin there, right? So I'm gonna demonstrate one more time. So this little rubber piece pops out. So you take that out, okay? And I'm gonna put that in my pocket just so I don't lose it. And you guys, I have a Allen wrench set, and you need a number 5. Okay, so there's a bolt in here that you're gonna tighten. You can't really see it. It's very, very difficult to see, but you're gonna get a number 5 Allen wrench, okay guys? And you wanna get it in there to where it bites, okay? I can see it right there that it's biting down on it. It's biting down on it. And you guys, what I did, I just grabbed another pair of channel locks, and I just tightened it up as best as I could by hand, and then I got channel locks and attached the channel locks here and just kind of tightened it just a tad more, not a lot. You don't want to over tighten it, but right there it's really tight. So what happened, guys, is this bolt got loose. So the bolt in here was loose, and so this whole guide rod, it was, as I'll demonstrate right here, right? This guide rod.
You tightened it too much.
I may have tightened it too much. This guide rod was it was so loose that it was just shaking. Okay, so this bolt in here, so as you can see here, this bolt, I gotta get it to bite down. There it is. It'll tighten this guide rod, okay? And so you just gotta tighten it and find that sweet spot to where this thing isn't so loose. And that's the other thing too. You wanna make sure when you tighten it that it's level, or it's even with the stack, the pin. So right there it is. But so that's
also, if you tighten it too much, it's gonna angle.
That's right. So we kind of through trial and error, we over tightened it one time. And as you over tighten it, it can kind of like pull, can pull the guide rod out a little bit. So you just we found it best to just do it hand tight. You don't want to crank on it with the channel locks. So that kind of solved our problem. And I really haven't experienced the guide rod shifting since we've done that. So guys, that kind of alleviates the clanking sound. And the third problem that we talked about was the shifting of the guide rod to where you couldn't put your pin in. And then the second problem was just the slack in the pulleys, which we talked about, the trolleys, having your trolley set correctly. You won't experience that. So again, guys, you just have to find that sweet spot with your number 5 Allen wrench, tighten it, and again, tighten it to where, you know, your pin is insert. I would insert your pin first, that way, as you're tightening this guide rod, it won't shift on you. It'll just tighten while it's holding the guide rod in place. So again, put your pin in somewhere, then hand tighten it, and you should be good to go. And it should eliminate that guide rod from shifting on you. Or any clanking. So hopefully that helps, guys. So that kind of is going to wrap up this Fringe video, guys, of why I decided to purchase the Fringe Walrus, why I purchased it, what I like about it, and what I disliked about it. But again, guys, once I contacted Fringe, two of the problems that I had an issue with were resolved. Again, the 2 issues that were resolved were the clanking and then the guide rod shifting. So once I was able to tighten that bolt, I mean, this is hopefully, guys, going to be, you know, a near perfect machine now. And like I said, extremely happy with it. Would 100% buy this machine again. And apologize to a couple of my subscribers that reached out to me, and it took so long to get this video posted, but we were going back and forth. Well, I went, not back and forth, but I went to Fringe. They gave me their suggestions. I implemented them, and it just, with work and everything, it just takes time to get everything put together and edit everything. So hopefully you guys will find that video useful. Guys, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next banger.